CITB in Northern Ireland was formed in 1964 with the idea of helping the industry train the workforce. Our main role is to encourage training for those who are employed within the construction industry and those who want to be employed within the construction industry to help the next generation come through. Training is so important to the construction industry because of the responsibility the construction industry has for the rest of society. The construction sector builds the buildings and the built environment that everyone else occupies. Therefore, there's a responsibility to make sure that that is safe and as functional as it can be. So the skills of the individuals that create that are key. And that means skills from people who are working at craft level, in terms of joiners, brickworkers, steel workers, right through to the designers and even the lawyers that write the contracts that actually guide everything to happen. CITB NI are funded through a legislative levy, and we use that levy to spread the cost of training over all of the companies that are registered with us. If you are a construction company within Northern Ireland, you need to be registered with CITB NI. There are some areas of construction that don't need to be registered. For instance, electrical companies and plumbing companies do not need to be registered with CITB. But if your company works within core building or core construction, the chances are that you definitely need to be registered with CITB. The benefits of being registered with CITB are quite wide and varied. The most obvious benefit is the CITB grant scheme, where we work with employers within the industry to support them to train individuals and their organisation. And these grants could be for any training. It's not just technical training, it's administrative, it's training the entire workforce. We work in partnership with industry bodies to identify training that isn't readily available or is difficult to secure within Northern Ireland, and we support the delivery of that. We also do a lot of research. We use that to try and predict where the industry is going in the future, what we are going to need in terms of skills in years to come, and we inform both the industry and government of that. And of course we have a training directory, so if an employer is looking for training, they can come onto the training directory and see where they can source that training. We have lots of other services within CITB NI. A mobile training unit which takes the training to the site so that individuals don't have to travel. We also have employer seminars to help the smaller employers especially get up to speed with areas such as social media and legislation, and these are aimed at raising the level of knowledge and competence within the whole industry. We have our virtual training unit within the building here at Nuts Corner, and that's a facility that allows the industry to train within any environment. We can place people in any site, in any condition we want within this building in a safe environment, especially good for entry-level training where they're not familiar with construction sites. One of the key things for CITB, and especially now with so much competition in the world of work, is how we look at our younger people and encourage the next generation to come into the construction sector. We have an extensive network of ambassadors who are working with schools, who are working with young people, and lots of interventions to encourage them to consider construction as a career. We also support the GCSE in construction in many schools, and we provide the textbooks and some expertise. We also have started an Adopt a School programme to try and encourage employers in construction to interact with schools, to let people see the breadth of construction and the opportunities that are within there. To register with CITB NI is relatively easy. You can register online, which is by far the easiest way, but if you have any questions or have any difficulty, please phone us and our levy team will be only too happy to talk you through the process. They will also check that you should be registered with CITB, and just as importantly, perhaps if you shouldn't be registered with CITB.